Your computer fan is really loud. My name is Seth, welcome to uBreakiFix, and let's talk about what you can do about it. One of the most common reasons why we find a fan being loud on a computer is because debris gets stuck in it. As you can see here, we got a big old vent on this, and then right below this vent is actually fans. Hair can get caught in it, big clumps of lint and dust can get caught in it. So if we're not cleaning out this debris area or this gated area and letting debris get in the fans, that can cause some issues in general with our fans getting loud. Or another thing that actually impacts it though too is cable management. You can see we got some loose cables here. If these are hanging down, the fan can hit those and make them click and make it sound like the fan is actually having an issue when it's just really a cable sitting the fan. We had one customer underneath the desk type of computer, and there was a lot of debris that came in and even clogged up one of the fans, particularly like in the front. There's fans here, and sometimes it even can get bad enough that you just need to replace the fan though too. It's not very difficult to replace a fan. It's not very costly though either. People may try on their own, unscrewing and rescrewing the fans back in. If they don't know exactly how to do a replacement, we see a lot of times where the fans will be loose, or they don't buy the right size fan, or worst case scenario, they don't plug it into where it's supposed to go on the motherboard of the computer. The biggest and most important thing about it is your cable management once again. The cables that come with the fans are pretty long, so you have to make sure that you are properly managing the cables so they don't click or hit other fans though as well inside the computer. A little bit of research there can go a long ways, but if not, the professionals definitely know exactly what to look for and how to install fans pretty easily. Having a professional do it versus doing it on your own. Computers are electronic devices and they're susceptible to electrostatic discharge. Shocks can actually be very impactful to the system, and they're even considered the silent killer of electronics. Professionals have grounding stations where they themselves are grounded before working on hardware components to make sure that they don't do any electrical shock to the system at all. To keep a computer running cool and quiet, keep it in a space where it's not going to gather a lot of dust. If you have an office space that has carpet floor, the fans are going to pick up lint and debris from the carpet, so keep it on the desk. If you have a hard floor, keep it slightly elevated off the hard floor because once again, dust collects there on the floor in general. Get underneath the hood. In all honesty, get in there, see how the cables are managed, and if they're not managed, get some zip ties to tie them to different parts of the computer. So then that way, all those cables can be out of the way of the fans and they can do their proper jobs, and also you'll have a lot less noise to make sure that they're not clicking up against anything. Regularly clean your PC towers anywhere where there's fans and anywhere that there's gonna be vents for fans as well. Even just taking a microfiber rag up against here to pull out most of the dust, and then of course using compressed air to push out any more of it. If push comes to shove, you may have to take off the fan and then of course wipe the individual blades, still with like a microfiber cloth to go ahead and remove all the lint and dust from it. And I would even say like every 3 months for those. If you are concerned about components or taking off components, you can go ahead and take that into a store where a professional, once again, using like their ESD protection that they have at the store, can go ahead, remove those components and clean it properly, so that way you can put your mind at ease for those. Visit uBreakiFix.com or your local uBreakiFix by Asurion store for diagnostics, repairs, and more. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips about your favorite devices.